Well, fortunes are being made in Phoenix, Arizona. And I only have 3 words to say about this. And it's thank you, California. Let me get to my slides and let's go over this. I think you're going to enjoy this one. Now, here in Phoenix, Arizona, we are 5.5 to 6.5 hours east of the beach in California. Depends how fast you drive, but we're reasonably close, and people are leaving California in droves, and they're coming to Phoenix, Arizona. Now that's Metro Phoenix, so that's Maricopa County. They're coming to Scottsdale and Peoria and Chandler and Gilbert. These are wonderful neighborhoods that they're coming to. But we here in Metro Phoenix are getting 200 Californians every single day. That's 7 days a week. Holidays, birthdays, national days, we get 200 Californians every day. And that's on top of the other 100 we get. So we get 300 people a day moving to Maricopa County. And it is driving our businesses and our housing to the roof. We are doing so terribly well. So unless you think that the problems in California and the desire to leave are going to suddenly abate, this trend for California is just going to continue. Now, Arizona has enjoyed mega trends for decades, and we're going to go over those, but we are having a huge amount of Californians coming here, and they're not just ordinary Californians. These are entrepreneurs. These are business people. These are skilled labor. These are IT people who want to get away from the high tax, high regulation, huge population, social problems, and they're moving away and they're coming to Phoenix, Arizona. And our prices are going up and rents are going up. And people from California are finding that the prices here in Metro Phoenix are third of what they're going to pay in Orange County. Now, we've had great trends for 40 years here in Maricopa County. You've heard me, if you follow my work, say that we're going to see home prices go up across the country because it's part of our cycle, it's part of our trend. It's just that time of the cycle that things are really going to escalate. We've talked about several scenarios, one being inflation, one being the economy, one being a dollar shortage or a dollar dropping. But our work keeps showing much higher prices, and prices are going up. Now, home prices across the board in Maricopa County went up 39% last year because we're cheap compared to the rest of the country. For what we have here in Phoenix, we are absolutely dirt cheap. And you get people from California that are selling a house for $700,000 or $800,000 or $1.2 million or $1.5 million, and they're coming over here and buying our standard bungalows and ranches, on single family lots in great communities, for anywhere from $300,000 to $450,000, and they get to keep the rest. They feel like they bought this cheap, and they're driving our prices up. It's great for us as investors. People are leaving to get out of that 13.5% income tax from California. All the problems of taxes and everything is so much more expensive than it is here in Arizona. And we're a business-friendly state. Let's go to my next slide. We're going to talk about that one too. The other trend that's been in play for probably 40 years has been the baby boomers retiring. We've got a trend from the Rust Belt states to the Sun Belt states, and this is actually accelerated with the COVID problems. Just lots of people throwing in a towel and say, I'm done, I'm not working anymore. And they're leaving their home states because, as everyone knows, when you retire, at your retirement party, you automatically get this terrible allergy to cold weather and snow and doom and gloom. And they're coming here to Phoenix, Arizona, where they can literally play golf every single day of the year. They can play pickleball and tennis. They can go hiking and biking, and they can shop till they're dropped in Scottsdale, Arizona, in the Fashion Square, where all the major brands are at, where Coach is at, Tiffany's is at, and you can just shop wonderfully and have restaurants. It's a great lifestyle So we've got all these baby boomers, and there's 10,000 baby boomers a day retiring. Now, there's also another thing coming from California. I got to thank California for this, because California is losing revenue on their employment. So when you have employment revenue, the state taxes it. And of course, they've got a really, really large tax. And of course, once you have revenue, you have people spending money, and you get a velocity of money, and money moves around. But last year in 2020, California lost $8 billion worth of revenue. And here, just in our little area in Phoenix Metro, we got 2.2 billion of that 8. We were able to capture almost 25%, actually over 25%, and that keeps our prices down on the taxes. Our tax base is increasing. California, they're losing their tax base. Those people that pay taxes are leaving and coming here to Arizona, and it keeps our taxes low. Our property taxes are probably a third of what you pay in California. So again, those three great words, thank you, California. Here's the other thing that's going on here, because Arizona is a business-friendly state. It's also a low-tax state. We have great transportation, we've got great school system. And you've all heard about the chip shortage. Well, Intel, which is headquartered in Chandler, which is part of Phoenix Metro, has announced that they're opening up 2 new plants. They're going to build 2 new chip manufacturing plants in Chandler on their campus, and are going to hire thousands and thousands of people. Now, these are great jobs, just great jobs. This is not, working as a bartender or a waitress. These are great, great jobs. And not to be outdone, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company has also taken a position in North Phoenix off to 303 and the 17, and they're going to bring in more and more and more jobs. And on top of that, we have Mayo Clinic here. The Mayo organization has built their hospital here, and the Mayo Clinic is now being a teaching hospital. Now, whenever you get the Mayo Clinic, you have all the research and medical facilities that support these hospitals and the schools, and they're bringing in more and more high-paying jobs. It's just absolutely wonderful for Maricopa County. The transportation here is just absolutely out of this world. We have a low crime, we have great schools, great transportation. We have all of the sports. The Phoenix Suns are in the playoffs for basketball. We've got some great entertainment here, and this is all coming together because fortunes are being made here. This is a great place for you to invest in real estate. We're getting great cash flow on our properties. We're getting very, very good capital gains. Now, properties went up across the board. Now, this means not every house, but some of them went up. The average is 39%. So if you only went up 30, and some of them went 45, well, 30 is still good too. But the total average is 39%, and rent went up about 24%. So it's just adding to our cash flow. Homes here are going up at better than 3% a month. Now, if you follow my work, you know that this is an unsustainable pace, and we are going to slow down. We're going to go back to normal. People are going to lament the fact, oh my gosh, it's really slowing down. Well, yes, it's going back to normal. That's going to be very, very good, because honestly, this is it's a really hard market for people. It's very discouraging for the first-time home buyer. Great for us investors. We have just been cleaning house. So talk to your financial advisor. If you want to talk to us about this, we are more than happy to talk to you about taking a position here. I'm not telling you to take all your money and put it into real estate, but in the 3 great markets in the United States, Florida, Texas, and Arizona, it is a very, very, very compelling investment. You control it. And of course, it's a great inflation hedge. Now, here in Maricopa County, we are literally blessed with thousands and thousands of homes just like this. We have thousands and thousands of entry-level homes, 1,500 to 1,800 square feet, where you can raise your family. You can have a house payment that's less than $2,000 a month. $1,500 isn't terribly unusual. Taxes are running anywhere from about $1,200 a year to about $2,200, $2,300 a year. In our average homes, a home like this can be bought for somewhere between $350 and $365, $375. It's just a great deal. Amazon's here. We have all kinds of chip manufacturing. We are just doing really, really well. And this is great for your workers. It's great for renting properties. This is kind of the marketplace that we stay in. We want to stay in at the entry level or one step above entry level. But we literally have thousands of these properties, and we have a very strict acquisition protocol. But we are able to buy houses. So we're buying 1 or 2 a week, sometimes 3 a week. We have all kinds of things that you can go ahead and buy one of these and get into the marketplace, because the market is moving. It's moving fast. It's going up. Now, unless we have a huge recession, like a Mad Max event, I think for the next 2 or 3 years, things are going to continue going up. At least my charts show that. My timing model shows that. And if you think that all the problems in California, their taxes and their regulations are all going to change, and these people who are leaving California in droves are suddenly going to decide, no, I don't want to leave California. If you think that the exodus out of California is going to stop, well, then we're going to slow down with that. But in the meantime, we have literally 200 people every single day moving just the Phoenix Metro. Just the Phoenix. That's not the rest of Arizona, it's just the Phoenix Metro. Plus another 100 from places like Seattle and Portland, Wisconsin, lots of people from Chicago and Northern Illinois, Minnesota, lots of people from Minneapolis coming here, over 100 a day. So we have over 300 people every single day moving to Arizona, giving up their driver's license for Minnesota, Wisconsin, California, and coming here and becoming Arizonans. We love that. We are a very, very right-to-work state, and we're a very business-friendly state. This is where I get to ask you, give me a thumbs up if you like the videos. If you would subscribe to our website, then as we put up some videos, you're going to get notified to it. It gives us a great marketing. Now, I'm an author. I've been in business for almost 50 years. I have a huge rental portfolio myself, personal portfolio. Follow my work. You'll know that how to create a real estate money machine and retire with income is basically my business plan on how my wife did that. It took us about 9 years, and we've been financially independent since really 1991. My life has been absolutely amazing. Yours can too. This is not a brag for me. This is a brag for you, because you are in an opportunity time right now that you can do this. Real estate investing for beginners is this: you don't know anything. We're going to ask you to quit spending money, start saving. Who are you making rich? Someone else or yourself? So when you go to spend that money, say, do I really need to spend this, or can I save it? So we're here in Phoenix. We do this on a daily basis. We have a very, very good staff. We're very good at what we do. We do consulting. We'll help you find a very, very good properties for yourself. Now, I've been in business for 45 years. I am licensed in Arizona as a real estate agent. We use West USA as our back office. They do all of our transactions. So a very, very stable firm. They did $5.7 billion in sales last year, like one of the top 13 or 14 companies in the country. So they've got a lot of visibility, a lot of stability. You should feel very comfortable doing with it. They keep us in compliance. And before I go, if you're my age and you don't own your own home, go buy one. If you're my age, you need to have at least 2 rentals in your portfolio to maintain your purchasing power, protect your purchasing power, and get you some capital gains. If your kids don't own a house, help them buy one. If your grandkids don't own a house, help them buy one. We're here to help you in any way we possibly can. You're welcome to reach me at michael@michaeldeville.com. My very, very best to you. Bye-bye.